Let's talk about data visualization by using Excel. So today, I make use of CoreLogic report, the New Zealand Housing Affordability Report, February 2021, which shows data's time series data from 2005 quarter 4 to 2020 quarter 4 of 6 major regions in New Zealand. They are Auckland, Hamilton, Tauranga, Wellington, Christchurch, and Dunedin. This kind of data is hard to interpret to using a plain table form like this. Sometimes we would make use of the year-on-year change, or in this case, 5-year change, to identify the growth rate shown in the second table here. But still, because it involves several different regions, then it's difficult to interpret at a glance of the result table. In this video, I try to compare line graph, bar chart, and also heat maps and geographic heat map to see which one you find it better to illustrate the data of spatial temporal time series. So let's start with line graph. This is one of the most commonly used one. So it's so simple. By filling table and then insert line to the line chart, and either the horizontal axis can be the regions, or clicking select data, right? Switch row and column. Then the horizontal axis is now the year, and the vertical axis refers to the data in each cell, which is the average property value in New Zealand dollar. This is how I produce this line graph. Of course, right, it's commonly used because it shows the time change, right? And you find Auckland, say for example, got the highest average property value throughout the whole period, and also got a very rapid growth during 2010 to 2015, and then the growth rate seems to be slower than other regions in the latest 5 years. But it may not be good to plot line graph in this manner. So then how about bar chart? Using bar chart, of course, is also simple. Right? Simply make use of insert and then bar chart, right? Then it will produce the bar chart. And it, of course, right, will similarly provide comparisons between the regions, but still it's hard to find the exact figure. Of course, you can also put data label so as to provide the exact figures, but still it's complicated. So then, of course, you can plot a year-on-year or 5-year change, but then it's even more complicated, no matter it's in line graph or in bar chart. Bar chart seems to be better in helping us to understand that in this 5-year change, Auckland regions got a much faster growth rate in the 5 years between 2010 to 2015. And then in the period 2015 to 2020, then the farthest growth region is the green bar. Yep. Then the green bar represents region. Heat map seems to be the best way to present this kind of time series or spatial temporal time series, because now just in one table, making use of this different intensity of the color, then we can immediately identify side by side their exact figure as well as their 5-year change. Say, for example, you will find Auckland region's average property price increased from 457,000 gradually to 1.142 million for, and next to it shows the 5 years percentage change. And then, right, by means of this heat map, then the color code, say for example, dark red represent the highest among this group of data, and the dark green represent the lowest average price. So immediately we will find the difference between regions and between different periods. And then comparing the 5-year change, you will also find the dark red, these two, right, represent the highest growth rate in these two regions and a different period. Easy to compare data by using heat map, and here we can also write in just one table, compare about the average annual household income, 5-year change, and then dividing these two tables, we will find the property value to income ratio that is a proxy to measure affordability. And here immediately we will find that indeed the most unaffordable region is Tauranga, right? Which even though the price are not the highest, but because of the lower income, then it shows the most unaffordable value to income ratio. This is the way how to create heat map in Excel. Click Home, and you will find conditional formatting. There are various formats to fill in different intensity of color. Say, for example, here, the color scale, then choose red, white, green, right, to fill in the table. Let me show you, say, for example, so if we fill these 9 cells based on this color code, then you will find the biggest number will be dark red and the smallest number would be dark green. The middle one would be in white color. And there are many other rules of formatting, and that's what Excel named it as conditional formatting. The last one is to show you how to build a geographic heat map. So since 2016, Excel provides a 3D map function. Here, for example, when there are 6 regions with data on different quarters, if we build this as a table and click Insert 3D Map, open 3D Map, New Tool, detect the range, and also you can enlarge it, move it, so make it more isometric. And these bar can be used to represent the magnitude of the data. So here, the right-hand column allows you to choose the height of different columns. Say, for example, now we are trying to compare the 2020 Q4 data. Here, Wellington, say, for example, the average property price or housing price was 970,000. But if you would like to adjust the height of each bar, then here the layer option, you can adjust. Maybe we can try to adjust in this manner, and you can adjust the thickness of the bar and also the opacity of the bar and also the color code. And you can compare different values, but these are not heat map. Let me show you how to change it to heat map. You will find there are 5 different presentation methods. These 2 are bar charts, and this one is bubble chart, just like this. Of course, you can adjust the bubble, and the bubble size represent the figures. And this one is geographic heat map, and the color code represent the magnitude of the data. So see which type of data visualization method that you prefer.